Hello, everyone. I'm so glad you're back. It's been quite a stormy uh, uh, evening for us. With real downpour of rain, cats and dogs, and buckets of rain coming down with the wind blowing and bending the trees. Fortunately, it stopped with not any noticeable damage around here. We always pray to our Blessed Mother, the Ave Maris Stella, Hail, Star of the Sea, for when we find ourselves in hazardous kinds of weather. That's what the sailors prayed when they were out on their ships. They sang the Ave Maris Stella every night for Blessed Mother to guide them and protect them on the high seas. I'm so grateful that you came to today. This first reading today from the book of the prophet Jeremiah talks about Jeremiah, his self, being looked at, conspired against. I'll just read you an excerpt just to recall it. I hear the whisperings of many, terror on every side. Denounce, let us denounce him. All those who were my friends are on the watch for any misstep of mine. Perhaps he will be trapped. Then we can prevail and take our vengeance on him. But the Lord is with me like a mighty champion. My persecutors stumble. They will not triumph. Well, of course, this is talking about Jeremiah, but Jeremiah was one of the prophets that foretold the coming of Jesus. And in this experience of that he had when he was prophesying, because they didn't like his message, so they were trying to get kill the messenger. Jesus, in the gospel, we see the scribes and Pharisees try to trap Jesus and to have something to pin against him so they could do away with him. What I want to talk about tonight, though, is I had a similar kind of situation. Not that I'm a great prophet like Jeremiah, or as holy as Jesus, who is God, the Son of God, the second person of the Blessed Trinity, who became man, one of us, to save us. But I had a similar, one of my work when I was working in the there was somebody that was out, an officer, a manager wanting to do me in for whatever reason. I don't know what his problem was. I liked him a lot, and I tried to be nice to him and everything. But anyway, this was I felt like Jeremiah right here. They were watching me, this one person was trying to report me, do me in with my superiors. And the way I handled that, I trusted my job. The job was very important. It had insurance, and we didn't have any insurance, Cindy and I, and so it was very important I kept this job. But I prayed for that gentleman. I prayed for him that whatever his problem, he would get over it. But he proceeded on this course, and some of the other ones heard about it. I mean, but I wasn't talking about it. I never wanted to talk about it. I never wanted to sow any kind of evil about him or anything. But they heard about it, and they would come to me and say, well, you should, do this or that or whatever. And I said, no, I don't want to do anything. And I kept praying for him. I kept trying to do my job the best I could and everything. And I know I wasn't perfect, but I tried to do my best. Well, things, then another person got into the act too, had a different, I knew what was wrong with him. I got a promotion, and he probably thought he needed to have a promotion more than me. But anyway, there was talk about me there too, and it got around to me. You know what goes around comes around, and I worked with this man. I worked with him. I loved him. I loved his. I never met his wife, but she would send nice things to. He would share stuff with me, but behind my back, he was talking about me. Anyway, the first man, the one who's trying to get my job, not my position. Uh, uh, Others were, I think, trying to defend me, but I wasn't trying to defend myself. I trusted the Lord. I trusted He would take care of me, and not to do evil against Him, not to talk about Him, even if He had a legitimate cause against me, whatever. So what happened was He disappeared. He was put in another position, and I felt so hurt that he was so not hurt, but sorry for him. I was so sorry. Maybe I caused it. I had no idea why he was changed. I had no idea at all. And I prayed for him, and one of the persons who was my friend said, "Look what happened to him. He tried to do you in, Jim, and he's gone." I didn't. He was sort of saying, "This is." He deserved it, the way he was treating you. I didn't join his "he deserved it" party. I know he was concerned for me, this friend who said that, and but I tried to allay his sort of rejoicing that he left or he was changed to another position. I thought he lost his job, and I prayed for him. And I didn't ask about him. I don't like to be part of a loop or anything. But God let me, one time when I went to the office of our company, there he was. He's still in the uniform. He was social security officer. He was still in his uniform. I said, "Oh, how are you doing?" I told him, "And are you been okay? I miss you down there at where I was working." And he said, "Yeah, I'm doing fine and everything." I don't think he had a clue that all this stuff was going on, that I knew about it and everything, and that's fine, And he saw my real concern for him. So it ended up happy. I kept my job, and he's got another job. He could have asked for that job. I have no idea. But the job he was on, the site he was he was assigned to. But my point is, I knew that the Lord would be taking care of me. I knew I didn't have to get into all this awful office gossip and infighting. I didn't want that. That didn't click for me. It just only hurts everybody. And anyway, like Jeremiah, like Jesus, who the Father's watching out for, and like Jeremiah, but the Lord is with me like a mighty champion. My persecutors will stumble, they will not triumph. And all that, there's more about the persecutors there. In their failure they will be put to utter shame, to lasting unforgettable confusion. Well, I didn't want them to do that. And I think he's fine and everything, as far as I know, in his new job. But my point is, the whole thing is, when we put our trust in the Lord, we don't have to fight these battles. We don't have to descend into the same tactics as maybe others are using to fight us, but to overcome evil or whatever, a talk by love, by just standing in there and loving those who persecute us, and putting our trust in the Lord. Remember when Moses and the people of Israel were just crossed the Red Sea, and there comes Pharaoh's army. Well, they wouldn't be able to put. They were the strongest army in the world at the time, and here they all panicked, and the Lord told them, "Be still, know that I am the Lord. I will fight this battle." And we know what happened. That the best army, the crack troops of the Pharaoh, were drowned in their own armor, and chariots wheels stuck in the mud, and were annihilated by the sea coming back when when they entered the sea after going after the Israelites. So my point is, thank God we don't have to fight these battles. The Lord will take care of us when we put our trust in Him, when we love those who persecute us. It's the same way with the culture of death too. I'm learning more and more that rather than being so mad and angry with these people who are the pro-abortion people, they're our brothers and sisters, and I've been praying for them. And when I get angry, I always raise my arms like this. I offer myself for them. I love them as Jesus loved. He overcame evil, overcame sin, overcame death by His giving Himself for the life of the world, even for His persecutors, forgiving them. That's the only way we're going to win, by love. And Jesus led the way to overcome evil, is by love. And God will take care of us. We might get have some hard times. That's okay. Because everything, when we love God, everything else works out for our good, even hard times and people talking about us or whatever. God bless you, people. I'm so happy to be with you. I'm such a privilege. I just had a young man from Canada greet me on YouTube. So Canada, Bangladesh, down under Australia, where the kangaroos are hopping around, and the koala bears are so cute. I thank you all of you all over the world. God bless you, and let us help each other by our love for each other, and by our love for one another to bring other people to Jesus and to follow Him. He's our only hope, our only joy, our only everything. No, outside of Him, there's nothing that can give us the fulfillment that our heart yearns for. Our hearts are made for love, and He has brought the love of the Father to us by suffering and dying for us and rising and to share this new life with all of us. God bless you.